Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Mount and Blade Bannerlord and we're doing another armor video, and today's is the top 10 best foot/leg armor pieces in the game. And so just like all of the other armor videos that I've done on here, which includes torso armor, capes, helmets, and hand and arm armor, so if you want to find anything else, those videos exist and are already on the channel. Just like those videos, we're going to be rating these pieces of armor based on how much armor they provide to you. And if we have any ties, we will break those ties whenever we can with weight. So if something offers the same armor value but is lighter than another piece, that piece is therefore better. And just like the other videos, I won't be able to give you exact locations or methods for how to find these things because, as you know if you play the game, armor and weapons are kind of random how you get them. Much like the hand armor, foot armor is relatively easy to come across because there's much less variety than there are things like helmets or torso armor, and multiple factions use it, so you'll just find that it is more common to find the best foot armor in the game than it is to find, say, the best helmets in the game. But with all that in mind, we're just going to dive on in and start off with the number 10 spot, so the worst of the best foot armor. And that armor that you can see our little foot model here wearing is the folded leather boots. So these have a weight of 0.8 kilograms. They are armor tier 1 and they offer 9 leg armor. So nothing great there, but you'll find pretty quickly that just in general, there aren't that many great pieces of leg armor in this game. And so it makes sense that the 10th best one is going to be just basically leather boots. That being said, they are folded leather boots, which means presumably they have at least 2 thick layers of leather on the sides, which would offer pretty decent protection against most weapon types. Not so much a hammer, but maybe a sword. That is what we're going with there. Stat-wise, like I said, not terrible, especially considering they're nice and light and they go relatively well with pretty much any outfit, just because they look like regular leather boots. As far as getting your hands on these, you'll find them all over the map, but I find the most common areas to be the Khuzait and Imperial territory, with the next most common probably being Vlandia. So yeah, pretty common boots. I very rarely make it, a couple weeks into the game without already having boots that are these ones, or at least these good. So yeah, that is the number 10 spot, the folded leather boots. Let's move on to number 9. All right, and so at number 9, we've got a step up from there with the male cavalier boots. So stat-wise on these ones, you can see we have a weight of 1.5 kilograms. They are armor tier 2, and they offer 12 leg armor, so a couple more points than the last one, so definitely an upgrade. These ones are the next logical step up in design from what we just looked at. So what you can see is we have a basic leather boot that from the inside and back, and then what they did was they took some chainmail and they mounted it on so it covers kind of the inside and or like halfway from the inside all the way around to the back of the front. So the main areas where in combat you're probably going to get hit on your foot, the chainmail actually covers here, so that would be substantially better protection than just the plain leather boots. So design wise, I like the step up. As far as where to get the male cavalier boots, again, these are used by multiple factions, but most commonly I think you find these in the Vlandian territory, and then after that, probably Sturgia. But definitely something that I've picked up a lot of them in Vlandia, fighting Vlandian armies, and also just buying them from Vlandian stores. So with that being said, like I said, you could probably find them all over the map, but if I was going to go out looking for them, I would start in Vlandia. So that is the male cavalier boots. They take the number 9 spot. Let's move on to number 8. So at number 8, we have the HUSCARL plated boots. These are, they weigh 2.5 kilograms. They are armor tier 2, and they offer 18 leg armor. So again, a nice step up from the last ones. These ones, you gotta love them because they're named after the HUSCARL, which is obviously just a house guard from most Norse places in real life history, but also the HUSCARL is one of the best troops in Mount and Blade Warband, so it's a fun callback there. I also quite like these ones just for how they look. Again, we've got a basic leather boot design to them for most of it, but then you can see they took and they strapped on another piece of leather which contained pretty close together spaced steel plates. If the cavalier boots upgraded over the leather design with chainmail, then these ones take it a step further with plate armor. So I definitely like this ones. I think they look really unique, so I like utilizing them in suits of armor whenever I can, but they definitely offer excellent protection for what they are. These are a Sturgian piece of armor, so unlike a lot of items on this list, you don't really see them anywhere else on the map other than Sturgia, except if like some other nation is at war with Sturgia and they defeat a bunch of armies and then bring them back to their towns and sell them. So you could hypothetically find them in the store anywhere on the map, but most frequently I've looted these from defeated Sturgian armies or bought them at Sturgian towns. So yeah, those are the HUSCARL plated boots. They are a Sturgian piece of armor and they take the number 8 spot. Let's move on to number 7. So at number 7, we've got a lot of people people's favorite footwear, the lamellar plate boots. And as far as our stats are concerned here, we have a total weight of 3 kilograms, armor tier of 3, and 19 for the leg armor. So one above the last ones. And these ones are, again, it makes sense that we're following the evolution path up to better boots. These ones start off as a leather-soled but chainmail bodied boot that then has the lamellar plating strapped onto it. So it would make sense that, you know, we went from leather with chainmail to leather with plate, and now we've got chainmail with plate. So we're just going up evolution-wise, and you gotta love that. These ones are primarily a Imperial piece of armor, so you'll mostly find them in the Empire. So like I said, that's where I would look if I was trying to get my hands on them. But there are people from every faction that wear these. So for sure, the next most common places to find them are going to be Vlandia and then the Aserai and the Khuzaits. People from all over the map utilize the lamellar plate boots. So they're not hard to find, but if I was looking specifically for them, again, I would start at the Empire. So that's the lamellar plate boots, which take the number 7 spot. Let's move on to number 6. And at number 6, we have the decorated plate boots, which you can see the stats here are 2 kilograms for the weight. They are tier 3 armor, and they offer 20 leg armor. So nice, decent protection, starting to get up us into, you know, close to the top of what you can get for leg protection. Design-wise, they're actually a step down from the lamellar ones, because these ones are, once again, just leather boots with a sheet of plate steel strapped onto them, which again would be decent protection, but I would wager that the lamellar plate boots should offer better protection, considering I would argue that they're not, just because this is probably a thicker piece of steel and it's only one, whereas the lamellar is a bunch of different sheets. So the lamellar ones should be significantly lighter and easier to move in, but these ones would offer better protection from a direct strike. I think they look cool. They've got the kind of decorated design that goes with the fancier armor in this game, so mostly steel, but with the brass or gold trimming on it. They are primarily an Imperial piece of armor, so again, if you're starting to look for these, you're going to want to look in the Empire. A lot of your lords and ladies are going to wear them, but also you can find them pretty relatively easily, either buying them in stores or defeating large armies and looting them. So, like I said, mostly the Empire, but again, Vlandians wear these. I've seen Aserai wearing them. It wouldn't be outlandish to find them anywhere on the map. And at number 4, we've got the basic male chausses, and these ones have a weight of 2.5 kilograms, 3 for their armor tier, and offer 22 leg armor. So these ones I find interesting, because if I was, you know, designing how things were going to have protection, I would have given the decorated plate boots, lamellar plate boots, and HUSCARL plate boots better armor value than this, because these are just, once again, you can see that it looks like it's on a thicker gambeson type material maybe instead of leather, but it's just chainmail again, which is great against slashing type attacks, so cutting with a sword or even some piercing attacks, although chainmail can be pretty susceptible to piercing attacks. But any blunt force trauma is just going to shatter your bone, because this isn't going to take any of the force out of that. I mean, the padded gambeson might muffle it a little bit, but they're just gonna break your leg if they hit you on the leg when you're wearing chainmail for your leg protection. But be that as it may, in the game it does have better leg armor value. As far as where to find these, most factions utilize these, primarily the Sturgians and the Vlandians, but Battanians use them, Khuzaits use them, I think the Empire might use them, and I think even the Aserai use them. So most commonly you'll find these in Sturgia or in Vlandia, but you can find them all over the place. So yeah, that's the male chausses, which come in at number 4. Let's move on to number 3. So at number 3, we've got one of the ones that I use all the time just because they're a very versatile looking piece of armor, the SPLINT boots. And so these ones for the stats have 2.3 for the weight. They are tier 3 armor, and they offer 22 armor, so the same as the male chausses. And so these ones are a step up from the male chausses in design, because while they don't offer the foot armor that the male chausses have, so you just have leather boots here, you do of course have plated steel all the way around the outside. Well, I mean not the back, but pretty far back around the whole thing, so that would be pretty good at helping blows glance off your shins, much better than chainmail would be at least, and would protect you substantially more. So design-wise, I like the way they look. As far as where you can find these, again, these are broadly used. I think every single faction has at least one troop type, but you'll most often find them in Aserai or Khuzait territory, at least in my experience. All right, and so at number 2, we've got the strapped male chausses, which are just a slight change over the male chausses, but these ones have an extra armor point, so those ones were 22, these ones are 23. Our weight is 2.6 kilograms, they're tier 3, and like I already said, they have 23 armor. Design-wise, they look almost exactly the same as the male chausses. If you want to get your hands on these, they are primarily Vlandian armor, but the Battanians Battanians and Sturgians also heavily employ them. Not an uncommon piece of armor if you're fighting wars at all in the game and paying attention to the loot once you've defeated an enemy war party or army, then I oftentimes will find multiple of these in after defeating any army from the west. Finally, at number 1, we've got the scaled boots. So these are Battanian armor by design, so they're part of the Battanian Warlord suit of armor, and so if I want to find them, that's where I typically start to go looking because, you know, they're relatively common in Battania, or at least as common as an extremely good piece of armor is in this game, but they're also utilized by multiple other factions. I think the Azerai use them on at least one of their top tier troops, and I know the Khuzaits use them on, I think, 2 of their, I think their Darkhan and the Khan's Guard both use these, so you can find them in multiple areas of the map, and they are the best boot/leg armor in the game. So stat-wise, you can see we've got a weight of 2.2 kilograms. They are tier 4 armor, and these offer 26 leg armor, giving you the best leg armor protection out of any single piece of armor in the game. And then for something that seems to be becoming somewhat of a tradition here on the channel, I accidentally skipped one in the ranking while we were going through. So the reinforced suede boots. I think the reason I skipped them is because the decorated plate boots on my spreadsheet where I keep all my armor descriptions and everything and the stats, it must have just been too similar, so my eyes just glazed right over them. But the reinforced suede boots take the number 5 spot. They go right between the decorated plate boots, which are right below them, and the male chausses, which are right above them. But the reinforced suede boots are excellent. For one thing, they're the best civilian boots that you can wear in the game. For another thing, they're pretty solid for non-civilian stuff. So they weigh 0.9 kilograms, they are armor tier 3, and they offer 20 leg armor. With that in mind, they're also pretty common, so these are things that I find the Khuzaits, Sturgians, and Battanians all use these, so they're pretty easy to come by, and like I said, they work really well as your military armor, but yeah, I was gonna say, just checking, I definitely have them equipped on my civilian outfit as well. So with all that being said, hope you enjoyed the video, hope it was useful, but that's all for today. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.